Hi, I'm Sean Parks, Chairman of the Lake County Board of County Commissioners. I'd like to thank you for joining me and my fellow commissioners for the 2022 State of the County Address. This year, Lake County faced unprecedented challenges and celebrated exciting successes. And I'm proud to say we did so together, as a community and as neighbors. The resiliency and kindness on display across Lake County never fails to inspire me, and I'm excited for what the future will bring for our residents. Lake County's board and staff members continue to focus on strong community ties, responsible economic growth, and reliable essential services. These three goals are the motivation for innovation within the county as we work together to make our county a great place to live for current and future generations. With that said, on behalf of the Lake County Board of County Commissioners, I am honored to present the 2022 State of the County, Building the Future Together.
As Chairman Parks said, Lake County overcame several challenges this year: 2 hurricanes, historic flooding, and an animal shelter at full capacity. But our public safety teams truly stepped up to overcome these hurdles.
The Lake County Office of Emergency Management supports the community by activating our Emergency Operations Center whenever a threat or hazard may impact the community, so that we can provide protective actions to the community and make sure that we protect lives and property. We work with a lot of our partners and make sure that we're providing training, exercise opportunities. We actually held a county-wide emergency preparedness exercise based on a hurricane scenario this year, and it really helped us to develop those protective actions, the plans, and the capabilities that we need to have in order to effectively respond to a disaster like this. So we have worked with other partners to make sure that Astor has been taken care of since they've had historic flooding due to Hurricane Ian. And they were intent on monitoring the situation out there to make sure that everybody was staying safe and that the flooding situation wasn't being made worse by people driving through the community and causing wake. We've also worked with our partner agency, Laser, Lake Support and Emergency Recovery. They've provided points of distribution for supplies such as cleaning supplies. They provided water as well as food. So we really worked with our partners all the way from the national level, all the way down to our residents to make sure that everybody was taken care of in the county.
So here at the Lake County Animal Shelter, we care for thousands of pets each year. And in 2022, our admissions reached pre-pandemic levels, and we were sheltering over 6,000 animals. These are lost, surrendered, neglected, abused, and abandoned animals of Lake County. We hosted monthly Catterday School to educate the community on the importance of community cat management, trap, neuter, vaccinate, return, and how to help cats. We also launched a brand new advanced fosterology course to help us save the tiniest lives. Our dedicated and compassionate team worked really hard to find positive outcomes for over 6,223 pets this year.
We have 27 stations, all but 3 of those are ALS. We also have a venom team, so we deliver limb-saving, tissue-saving anti-venom to snakebite victims. And we probably have about 12 to 13 of those a year. The ISO stands for Insurance Service Office, and it's the report card for the fire department of how good we are. Back in 2004, we were at a 7.9. Now we're a 3.3x. For us being as rural as we are and having limited utilities, to get to a 3 is pretty impressive. We also have a special ops team, and they were actually deployed down to South Florida to help out with some of the damage down there from Ian. We sent the USAR team, that's the Task Force 4 out of Orlando. They're a state USAR team, and they went down there to Lee County to help out. Their mission was to look at all the boats. There was thousands of boats down there that needed to be searched. And we sent 5 engines from Lake County. 2 of them was from the Lake County Fire Rescue. 1 was from Groveland, 1 was from the Villages, and 1 was from Eustis. It worked out really well. They were down there for almost 10 days. And the first couple of days, that's normally when you do most of the work. They actually backfilled for the fire department that was down there because they've been on shift for 72, 96 hours. So we went in and took over their 911 calls for them.
Lake Emergency Dispatch is a dual accredited agency with the International Academy of Emergency Dispatch in both EMS and fire. And in December of 2021, we received our reaccreditation for ACE, which stands for Accredited Center of Excellence for our fire dispatch. Lake Emergency Dispatch Communication Supervisor Tina Mumley received the first ever Stork Award from Orlando Health for helping deliver a baby over the telephone. Kimberly Stevens, our communications manager, also received Director of the Year Award from PSAP's Finest program. Advent Health Waterman sponsored a Tree of Life to our communications center. A new leaf is added every time our team assists with a new birth or a rescue in our community. We also completed a video wall in our communications center that allows the telecommunicators to monitor the toll roads in and out of Lake County, including the 429, the 453, and the Florida Turnpike.
At its core, Lake County's priority is serving our residents, businesses, and guests. That service can often be behind the scenes or subtle, but our teams work day in and day out to make our community a great place to live.
Well, in 2022, Ridgewood Avenue was a unique project for us in the Montverde area. That was a road that needed resurfacing. It was an inverted crown, so where you have a situation where water is running down the road, there were no swales or ditches or anything to intercept and treat the water. So we used in-house crews to remove that inverted crown, create some swales where we could have treatment, improve the water quality, and we also had to work within the guidelines of the Montverde Academy not being in school because of it's very heavily traveled road. So we got everything done with in-house crews before the start of the school year. In 2022, we've been using some of our trap data that we're collecting with the University of Florida, the IFAS lab. So we are trying to bring them mosquitoes where we can identify vectors, which would be diseases, earlier in areas to react to the problem so it doesn't become an outbreak later. We stay ahead of the game and keep the population safe.
So in procurement services, we focus on efficiencies and return on investment. In fact, this team is so efficient that we've processed over 270 formal solicitations with just a team of 8. Typically, you would have about 16 people doing that. In 2022, we won the Excellence in Public Procurement Award for many reasons. It's based on transparency, simplification, availability, communication, and just overall efficiencies. In fact, we've won that award 5 years in a row now. Something we're very proud of. We help the external customers understand the process, not only for Lake County, but for other government entities. And what I mean by that is we hold webinars, tips on how to bid on government contracts. And through there, we explain every little nook and cranny of putting a bid together, because we want our Lake County businesses to get more business.
Planning and zoning basically controls the growth management functions of the county. Wherever you see development come out of the ground, it started in this office through permitting and development review. The office on average issues about 5,300 permits a year. In 2023, what we've done to assist our customers is implemented a DocuSign system through Adobe DocuSign, where we route the permits out for signature through the internet, kind of similar to what you do with a real estate transaction. And we've also have an online permitting system to help facilitate permits faster. Our office worked on the Rural Conservation Design Standards in concert with Randall Arndt, who's a nationally known consultant in the planning world, to devise these standards to carry out the vision of the comprehensive plan to protect our rural areas of the county, which is so important, while allowing development in some of those areas that are under development pressures. And really the whole idea behind that is to, the mantra of the county, real Florida, real close, to preserve that.
So here at Lake County Fleet Department, I have a team of 7 mechanics, 3 admin people, and our primary focus here is to serve the county departments. Over the last year, we partnered with Napa IBS. Napa IBS is an in-house store for our parts department. In the past, the county ran the parts, but now we have Napa, which makes things quicker to get parts. They service the inventory and anything that we need. We were lucky enough to be part of the 100 Fleet nominees. The 100 Best Fleet program is a program through North, South, and Central America. We were number 88, which we're proud of. We went from a low productivity department to a 96, 98% productivity.
Extension basically combines the research and teaching that's offered at the university and makes sure that it reaches the people in the community. So we offer programs ranging from commercial horticulture to family and consumer sciences, and we basically are charged with offering science-based information to the community. In 2022, we started a really cool partnership with Long and Scott Farm. Our family and consumer science agent teaches all sorts of classes on healthy eating. She's a registered dietitian. But what we found is that when you offer a class on, low sodium eating or eating with less cholesterol, people just don't show up. But what we did find is that if you offer a cooking class and you can kind of sneak that healthy information in, people will line up out the door to come. So we started partnering with Long and Scott, and each week she goes out to their farm and features whatever they're growing that week. So she was able to present that information at the National Association of Family and Consumer Science Agents meeting. And as a result of that, several agents in other states are now mimicking that program and will be doing similar programs in their home states.
In 2022, we opened the East Lake Mini Library, and this was a partnership between Library Services, Parks and Trails, and many other county departments in order to provide temporary library services to the residents of Sorrento. This is our first small foray into providing ultimately a more permanent home in the East Lake Sorrento area. In 2022, the Lake County Library System is celebrating its 40th anniversary. We're so excited. We've created a scavenger hunt. So we're asking residents to visit all 16 of our locations and participate by doing 40 different things across the county to learn about all the services the library offers. We're very excited and hope you'll join us in celebrating our 40th anniversary. In 2022, the W.T. Bland Public Library in Mount Dora, one of our member libraries, expanded their children's library with assistance from the county. And they also created the very first early readers room in Lake County, which gives young children and their families the opportunity to come in and pick age-appropriate books in a wonderful atmosphere, and of course, learn to love to read.
The Office of Parks and Trails is one that is very unique. Lake County has a foundation for us to work with, which is the natural beauty and all the resources that we are working with already.
And we also protect and restore our public and passive lands. We work really hard to provide ecotourism opportunities to visitors. We also provide educational opportunities to homeschool, and we allow for volunteers to come out and they plant wildflowers and plugs to help us restore our beautiful lands.
When it comes to active sports, Lake County is second to none. And as we move to the South Lake County, the Mini Athletic Complex has received batting cages, basketball courts, and tennis courts as part of our phased improvement to the facilities.
The Wekiva Trailhead is the Neighborhood Lake Scenic Trail and Trailhead that was opened on September 2nd in 2021. However, in this previous year, Parks and Trails has partnered with FDOT to open an additional 6.5 miles of the Wekiva Trail that leads from the trailhead to Seminole County.
Come and discover real Florida real close.
And partner with Parks and Trails as we continue to connect the dots to support the economy, tourism, health, alternative transportation, recreation, and conservation.
As we look towards the future, Lake County knows that we have to work together to build a happy and healthy community. A big part of that focus is economic development. Supporting our established businesses, helping new businesses open, inviting visitors to experience Lake County, and helping our residents thrive are all critical to building a great future. For our county to succeed, our businesses and families have to prosper.
Discover Lake County, Florida. It's basically the destination marketing office of Lake County, Florida. We partner with local businesses, local accommodations, municipalities in Lake County to make Lake County a premier destination for visitors coming to the area. So the Venetian Gardens Boardwalk project was a $1.2 million project that was a collaboration between the City of Leesburg and Lake County through our capital improvement funding program. We're so grateful to have a partner in the City of Leesburg, and a project like that has given us the ability to recruit premier events through our partners at Greater Orlando Sports Commission. We've had several major professional fishing events like Major League Fishing, Bassmaster Trophy Catch that have basically given millions and millions of dollars of economic impact back into Lake County. One of the great things about living in Florida and tourism is the #1 industry in the state. From a Lake County level, part of our goals and our vision at Discover Lake County, Florida is to reinvest those dollars back into our communities, our municipalities, and enhance the facilities that are bringing visitors here. So from an economic impact standpoint, when visitors are here in our communities, they're shopping in our local shops, they're eating in our local restaurants, they're staying in our accommodations that we have here, and that directly impacts pretty much everything that goes on here. It's all about economic vitality in Lake County.
The economic development team is focused on working together with existing businesses, with new businesses, to help with what their needs are, how to attract those businesses to Lake County, as well as how to meet the workforce needs of today and of the future. Lake County has grown in population to over 400,000 residents, and the projections are that by 2050 we will grow to more than 600,000. So with growth like that come challenges, but also come amazing opportunities. In 2022, Lake County teamed up with Lake Economic Area Development, which is referred to as LEAD. And so this new formed partnership brings together private businesses and the government to work together on those really key parts of economic development, which are business attraction, business creation, and business retention. We're very excited to work with LEAD moving forward, and as we continue to work with our other long-standing partners. Lake County has identified 4 strategic corridors that serve as economic development drivers for the county for the coming years. One of those strategic corridors is the Christopher C. Ford Commerce Park. In 2021 and 2022, the Christopher C. Ford Commerce Park has seen substantial growth and development. There are more than 3 million square feet of speculative development in the Christopher C. Ford Commerce Park, either under construction or in permitting at this time, which is phenomenal growth, and it really shows the investment of spec builders into Lake County to help support that growth for the future. We are proud to support the residents, the businesses, and the workforce of Lake County.
Thank you all again for joining us in reviewing a year of success and opportunity building. We hope you enjoyed the 2022 State of the County. I'm sure next year will be even better, and until then, I look forward to building the future of Lake County, one success at a time, together.